Recording.
Hello friends, as promised, I'm back to show you how to cut up a chicken, a whole chicken that is, and how to fry Miss Sylvia's way. Everyone always asks me, what makes your chicken taste so good? Well, today I'm going to teach you and show you how to do it. Okay? So Rye here was going to help me, but I don't know, she's a little bit too young to be in the kitchen right now. However, she will learn how to cook. We'll be right back.
All right.
Hello. One of the first things that I try to teach people whenever they're trying to cook chicken is to always think about safety first. Safety is always first. As you notice, Sarah's not around. She's over there playing. She's not around the area where the fire will be. So make sure children are not around where there is grease in the skillet and where there's a safety issue for children. Now, the first thing we want to do is go to the store. What I do, I buy a whole chicken. And the purpose of me buying a whole chicken is because to me, whole chickens are more fresher, they hold more moisture, and they're more juicier. They don't dry out as easy as a chicken that's already cut up. So it's very important to buy a whole chicken. So today I'm going to teach you how to cut up a whole chicken. Now, sometimes some people like large knives to cut up chicken or cut up their meat with, a medium size. Personally, I like a small one because I cut real fast, but today I'm trying to cut slow, so I'm going to use a medium one, and you start with a whole chicken. Now, the chicken has so many parts. If you have a large family, you can actually feed anywhere from 12 to 15 people with one chicken, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The first place we're going to start is with the legs. Now, also note that when you're cutting the chicken, the legs, the thighs, and the wings are the first pieces of chicken that you actually start to cook because they are thicker and they take longer to cook. So you will always want to start with your legs and your thighs. So what I do, I find the groove here and I cut here. Now in here is the joint right here, and you cut in the joint. See how easy that was? And I cut here to get the leg off. And I cut it off. Now some people, some people sometimes pull the skin off if they want skinless chicken. You can do that as well. Now then we have the thigh. So the thigh lies right up against the back part of the chicken, and it also have a joint down here. And what I do, I puncture right here, and I pull up this way. Then I go in and I cut where the joint is in the thigh, and then you have a thigh. Like I said before, you can always pull the skin off the chicken for health reasons, especially if you're going to bake it. Then I have the wing. Then I will cut it. Now on the wings, it's so much easier to fry the wing whenever you pull the wing back behind the thick part of the wing there. That way it stays in place, it don't come out, and when you're frying, you won't have a piece of chicken that laying like this here and wondering how you're going to get that part fried. Just pull it back and it will hold in place. Perfect. And we're going to do the other side the same way. Okay, and then we have the thigh. Go in, I go in, come up, and then I pull it out. Very simple. I always pull my and sometimes you see a fat here. Sometimes I pull it off, but you can get that off by washing the chicken actually. Make sure you wash your chicken after you cut it up. Then you have your wing. Now the tricky part is coming up. I'm going to show you how. You take your wing. Isn't that beautiful? Triangle shape. Okay, so right now, as we speak, I pulled the neck out. Some people love the neck of the chicken. You cannot find this in a chicken that's already pre-cut. But some people love the neck of a chicken. You have your gizzards that you can cook. So right now, the big pieces of chicken I have 2, 4, 6 pieces as we speak. I'll leave them whole. Some people even split the thigh to make 2 pieces, but I don't. Now what I do, what you have left, you have the back end of your chicken, the actual back, which have many bones in it, and you have this huge breast piece right here. You go in right here and you cut up. Okay, what I do with my hand, I take this part and I separate it from the back. Now this piece is so large, I break it in 2 and I actually cut down here and make 2 pieces. So I have 2 pieces here. 1, 2. Now, here's a piece right here with all the bones. And get a close-up look for me. With all the bones in it. And so what I do now, I cut this out away from the breast. And a lot of times you can use your hand. And I use my hand quite a bit. So I guess it's old country style. I don't know, but that's the way I was taught. And I pull it apart away from the breast. Now, this is my favorite part of the chicken, and I don't like to share it with anybody. However, you can get 2 pieces out of this, and even the way you eat it, some people don't like it because they can't get the meat off of it. These 2 bones right here, when you pull them out, once it's fried, it will pull all the meat off and make it easier for eating. So, what I do here, I take the chicken and I cut it in half if you want 2 pieces. Just to make more chicken for your family or your guests. This is a great thing to learn for New Year's. Some of you want to learn how to cook. You don't know how to cook. You can't boil water. Oh my goodness. I feel sorry for those who's trying to look for a husband. But anyway, my grandma used to always tell me that the best way to a man's heart is through his belly. Anyway, so we have it. I took the fat off of the breast. So all this breast, see how thick that breast is? And what I do here, I go here, I cut in down this bone. And it gets a little bit hard, but you can go to the side here once you get in there. Go to the side and cut straight down right here. Okay? Once you do that, you have all this breast. You take it, you cut it here, and so y'all paying all that money for a package of breast. And you can have all the breast in the world with one chicken that only costs about $5. You can go here, make nice nuggets or strips. They charge you, actually, this right here is 6 nuggets. One little strip here. You got 1, 2 pieces here. Now, you can even take this piece and you can cut it in half, but I always leave it whole. Then you have this other side. Same thing. Now this side have bones. Sometimes I actually debone the breast and the bones are easy to take out. Like you have one here. I just take it out. Very easy. Okay. We take that out, lay it to the side, and then we have the rest of the breast. So I have another piece here. Now you see how thick that is? This is actually 3 pieces. That's 1. And I'm going to do it again. And that's 2. Okay. Now, then we have this last piece left, which is pretty thick. So what I just try to do, I just cut it in half. You can cut it in half, or you can go straight down the middle and it has bones in it, or you can debone it. This is like your throwaway chicken part that they throw in the bags and sell it to you for a real cheap price, that part right there. So now, what we have here, we have, put it right here, you can see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pieces of whole chicken, including your gizzards and your neck. All this is fat. We throw this away. Normally, the trash man hasn't come. I put it in the bag, put it in the freezer, and then when trash man come, I throw it in the trash. So that's how we do that. So we have that. Now what we want to do is wash the chicken. And don't take a genius to wash chicken, does it? So do not wash it in hot water. Okay, try to wash it in warm to semi-cold water. And I get all my big pieces first. And let me show you. So I have here all the pieces that I know take a little bit longer to cook. The breast does not take that long to cook. And sometimes people overcook it, they kill it twice. And it comes out dry. So, but we're not going to do that today. I'll show you how to do it the right way. Okay. So we have right here the chicken. And some people like to put their flour, their seasoning in flour. However, I don't. I like to use a bag, and I put my flour in the bag. Okay. I put enough. Oops. I put enough in here to cover the chicken. And once we finish that, I'm going to get cleaned up here and be right back. Now, since we got our chicken cut up, now what we want to do is pour our oil in the frying pan. Now, I use canola oil. I don't use vegetable oil because to me, canola oil fried better. It tastes better. And it's more healthier. Don't show them. I'm sorry. And so right now we pour the oil and we turn the fire on high. Get it hot. And while that is getting hot, we come back over here and we're going to season our chicken. Now, I use Creole seasoning. Some people use salt. I prefer Creole seasoning. To me, it's better. And I also use a little garlic salt along with black pepper. So what I do, let's get this open. I start off with my Creole seasoning. I season. And some people do a little bit differently. Then I put my garlic salt on there. And then I add my pepper. I cannot tell you how many spoons or capfuls or pinches and all that stuff and everything. I'm just an old-fashioned girl that do it the old-fashioned way. And then we turn it over and we season the other side. Other side. And so this Creole seasoning is not as salty as regular Morton salt or salt. Iodized salt. That's the reason why I use it. Plus, it have a better flavor to it. And I put a little garlic salt on there, and that's it. That's it. And so now, I make sure that it's moist. That's why I keep a little water in it. I make sure it's moist so that it can the flour can cling to the chicken itself. Now, some people add a little meal. You can do that to make it a little bit more crunchier, but you don't have to. I don't normally do this, but just to show you that it can work, I don't add much. I just add a little bit. I mix it up in there. And I start with my thickest chicken first, which is the leg. Then I start with the thigh. I put all this in here together. And I'll do 4 at a time right now. And I'll shake it up in there, make sure it's shook real good. Then I come over here. Now some people make a mistake and they dash water in here to make sure that the grease is hot. That is so dangerous because water causes it to spark and spat, and it can get on you and can burn you. So that is not a good idea. I think that's unsafe. So I just take a pinch of flour and I throw it in. If it's not sizzling, then it's not ready. So then I wait. So while we're waiting for that, I got some ham hocks going here for my greens, and I have to add some more water to it. Hi, Soraya. You can't cry while Granny is doing her video, okay? Only thing I'm trying to do is show some of these young people how to cook a chicken. They don't know how, Soraya, so you have to be quiet so Gran can finish, okay? Okay? Okay, here we go. Now, the grease is ready. Okay, Soraya? Okay. So the first thing I'm going to put in the grease now, of course, like I said before, is your thickest part of your chicken, which is the leg. Okay? And so we see here now, come closer please, it is frying up a storm. And so I'm going to add the thigh, another leg, and a thigh. And for time's sake, I'm going to add a piece of breast and show you that it does not take long to cook breast, because when you overcook it, it becomes very dry. Now you can see, I try to keep things clean around. Now you can see that the grease and the chicken is submerged in the grease and is actually browning the chicken. Isn't that right, Soraya? So, we're going to let that cook on that side for a minute. I'm going to come over here and show you over here. Okay, I can hold Soraya right here in this part because we're not by the grease. So, Soraya, now you see the chicken right there? Huh? We're going to take our other chicken and we're going to add it to our chicken that we have over here. And I just do this, kind of save some time to one side get brown here to burn some time. And put it over here and get it ready to season. And most of all of this is breast meat. So like I said before, that's the last meat that you want to cook. So you can see in here, this is what you want to cook first, what I have in the pan already, and also right here. Those are the pieces that are the thickest, and you want to cook them first. Okay, now, what we want to do now is go back over here to the stuff. Hey family, Soraya is asleep. Okay, so now we can continue. As I stated before, I purposely put a piece of breast in here to show you that it doesn't take long to cook a breast. You don't want to cook it, overcook it, because it will become dry. And what I've done here, I just took a plain paper towel and I placed it on a platter here so my grease can drain. And once it's drained, I transfer my chicken to another platter. So now the chicken has cooked on one side at a low fire. Now I'm turning it back over again. Now these are the really thick pieces of chicken, okay? I'm turning it over. Okay? Now I'll let it cook on this side for maybe about another 10 minutes. And once that's done, then you have good fried chicken. So thank you for joining in for this tutorial on how to cut up a chicken and also how to fry a chicken. Very easy. Just take your time. Don't be in a rush. Most of the time people are in a rush to cook chicken and it doesn't come out right. It tastes nasty. So we don't want that. However, if you just take your time and love on your chicken, it'll be great. Next time, join us as I teach you how to cook hot water cornbread. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. This is Seal. Hello. This is the final product. Me and Soraya worked hard in the kitchen. Like I said, you can take a whole chicken and feed 15 people. This is 16 pieces. This is the finished product, and Soraya says she worked really hard. Thank you very much. See you later.